General was to enforce the law as it stood, not to change it based on personal beliefs or public opinion. She argued that her job was to enforce the law, not to make it. This perspective earned her both admiration and condemnation as she navigated the complex landscape of criminal justice. And she did so with a tenacity that earned her both admiration and condemnation. Her legacy as California's Attorney General is a complex one, marked by both significant achievements and contentious debates. As we reflect on her tenure, it's clear that Kamala Harris's impact on California's legal system is profound. Her commitment to law and order, her willingness to take tough stances, and her dedication to justice have left an indelible mark on the state's history. Whether one agrees with her methods or not, there's no denying that Kamala Harris's legacy in law and order is one that will be remembered for years to come. Her journey from a prosecutor to the Attorney General of California is a story of resilience, determination, and an unwavering commitment to justice. As she continues her career on the national stage, the lessons and experiences from her time as California's top cop will undoubtedly continue to shape her approach to law and order. Her legacy is a testament to the complexities and challenges of the criminal justice system, and her story is far from over. The death penalty debate, a stain on Harris's record. The death penalty, it's a topic that sparks fierce debate, dividing families, communities, and even entire nations. The issue is deeply rooted in moral, ethical, and legal considerations, making it one of the most contentious topics in modern society. And Kamala Harris found herself right in the middle of it. As a prominent political figure, her stance on the death penalty was scrutinized by both supporters and detractors. As California's Attorney General, she had the power to choose whether to seek the death penalty in capital cases. This role placed her in a position where her decisions could have life or death consequences, and she chose to defend it, even in the face of intense scrutiny. Her decision was met with a barrage of questions and criticisms from various quarters, including the media, activists, and political opponents. For some, Harris's stance was a betrayal of her progressive values. They felt that her support for the death penalty was incongruent with her advocacy for social justice and reform. They argued that the death penalty is inherently unjust, pointing out that it is often applied in a biased manner, that it disproportionately targets people of color and the poor. This argument was bolstered by numerous studies and reports highlighting systemic inequalities in the criminal justice system. They pointed to cases where innocent people had been sentenced to death, emphasizing the irreversible nature of such a punishment, only to be exonerated years later. These cases served as powerful reminders of the fallibility of the justice system and the potential for grave errors. But Harris remained steadfast in her belief that the death penalty was a necessary tool for prosecutors. She argued that it served as a deterrent and a means of delivering justice for the most heinous crimes. She argued that it should be reserved for the worst of the worst, for criminals who had committed truly heinous acts. In her view, the death penalty was a way to ensure that justice was served in the most severe cases, for criminals who had committed truly heinous acts. These included crimes that shocked the conscience and left an indelible mark on society. She maintained that it was her